All right, it's December, January is upon us. We're all setting up our resolutions. We're all gonna get to the gym and start strength training. But then, how come not all of us are gonna make it? How come some of us are feeling anxious about going into the gym and start strength training, especially if we haven't been in the gym for a while, or it's our first time getting into the gym for strength training? Well, in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can go to the gym and not feel as overwhelmed. I'm Lesage Renegade, and I'm a gym enthusiast, and I'm a runner, and I've been doing this for years. And I remember when I first started and how anxious I felt and how lost I felt getting into the gym. So here are some of the steps that may help you this New Year's as you set up your resolution to make sure you're not as anxious and you walk into the gym confident that you know what you're doing. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you familiarize yourself with the equipment and the exercises before you even get to the gym. So in the few days coming up before you get to the gym, before you start your first day, just do a little bit of research. Educate yourself. What are squats? What are deadlifts? What are bench presses? What are overhead presses? The main compound exercises. Because when you know what you're going to be doing, it's easier to do it when you get there. And number two, familiarize yourself with the equipment, right? What do you do a squat? What do you do a bench press? What do you do a deadlift? Because when you know that, when you get to the gym, you know what you're looking for. Okay, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. Now that you're familiar with some of these equipments and all that, hopefully you went to visit the gym and you saw where everything is. Like, okay, I see that. I see that. I see that. Then the next thing is make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a plan, especially how many times a week can you commit to working out? Because when you stay consistent and you know, okay, I'm here on Tuesday, I'm here on Wednesday, I'm here on Thursday, whatever days those are, that consistency sort of builds a certain confidence because oh, I'm here every day. I start to meet people and I start to, it becomes like my new home. I'm here now. I'm part of this crew at this specific time. Have that plan. That will help you. And also, you don't want to go overboard. You don't want to just start with 5 days a week. Start with something like 3, because with 3, there's buffer zones where you can, if you miss one day because of life, you can always pick up and do something else. So make sure you have that plan. How many times a week? And then from knowing how many times a week, then you can split those days. You want to target every muscle in your body, at least all the major muscles in your body, so you can have a balanced body. So find a plan that fits those days a week. So 3-day plan, and that should touch the different muscles in your body. And that will propel you further than you ever imagined. Because you walk in there, you already know what you're doing. You already know what you're going to do. You know, okay, today's day 1. I'm going to do this. I already know what I'm going to do for day 2. I already know I'm going to do for day 3. As opposed to you walk in and the first thing you get some dumbbells and all that and you start doing arm curls. Let's do some arm curls. And then you're like, okay, so what do I do next? Okay, let's do some biceps curl. So, it's like, okay, then what's next? Then what am I going to do tomorrow? But when you know what you're going to do, then the exercise usually build on each other. Right? You're going to do some exercises that, yes, they are still working certain muscles, even though those are not the primary muscles they're working. And that will allow that muscle to be more stimulated. Another tip that I want you to have by the time you step in the gym is make sure your playlist is already selected. If you listen to music while working out, make sure you've already selected your playlist before you show up. Because at the end of the day, a lot of your workouts will be 30 to 45 minutes. So by the time you get to the gym, you want to get to the gym and immediately start. If you have a warm-up, do the warm-up, get to working. You don't want to have to try and figure things out and this and that. The only thing that might delay you is if someone is using the the machine you're supposed to be using, then you might have to wait or share with them depending on how comfortable you are. Most people are okay with sharing. Most people I've met are okay with sharing. So you can actually share with them. And they might teach you a thing or two. Then, once you've done that, have good gym etiquette. Take the weights, put them back where you found them, unrack, do all those things. Treat it like it's your own gym. Imagine you walking into your own gym. In fact, by you picturing that you're walking into your own gym actually gives you that, where you're standing up straight and you're like, hey, I'm home. So that is some of the things that you can do. You make sure that you familiarize yourself with the workout. Make sure you know the equipment you're going to be using. Have a plan and know how many days a week you're going to be in the gym. And the last but not least thing that I'm going to touch on is make sure you track your workout. You have the plan already. So make sure you track and make sure you have the progression. What are you going to be doing? So track the workout, because as you start, by the end of January, unfortunately, you're not going to see enough changes. You might, but chances are you're not. Someone else who hasn't seen you for a while might see it, but you, because you're with yourself every time, you're not going to see as much changes. So you want to track it. And even though you can really see changes happening underneath, and by looking at how you're progressing, you're able to see, oh, wow, I'm actually getting stronger. Okay, and then all the looks, the aesthetics comes with that later. But you see you getting stronger. You might get to a point where you realize, oh, I'm getting stuck. Then I need to fix something here because I can't lift any heavier than this. Then you can fix that. It allows you to know. I used to think I'm going to remember the exercises I did the week previously. But then time after time, I'll show up. I'm like, what was it again? Was it 45 or was it 35? And you lose it. The next week, you're not going to remember it. So make sure you track your workouts. Every workout, how many reps, how many sets, what's your rest time, and get in and get out. Well, I hope this video was helpful in helping you feel a little more confident when you start going to the gym for strength training. And let me know in the comment below, how's your journey been like? And what are you looking most forward to? And what's going to be your New Year's resolution if you're one of the people that makes New Year's resolution? And I'll see you in the next video.